Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VIANEX channel. My name is Isidoros Koukiumtsoglou and I'm head of the Market Access Department at VIANEX, the leading Greek pharmaceutical company. VIANEX owns 4 manufacturing plants, has established over 30 international collaborations and holds the broadest portfolio in Greek pharmaceutical arena. The aim of this presentation is to provide an overview of the key principles of market access in Greece. My colleague Kalia Mortaki is going to present all the nitty-gritty of the pricing and reimbursement processes along with the impact of rebates and clawbacks. Stay tuned and enjoy our session.
Hi, I'm Kalia. Today, I will briefly walk you through the main principles of market access in Greece. Let's start with some essential information about the Greek pharmaceutical market. Pharmaceutical products are distinguished in 3 categories: the products of the positive list, which are prescribed and reimbursed, the products of the negative list, which can be prescribed but are not reimbursed, and finally, OTC products, which are neither prescribed or reimbursed. Pharmaceutical products are available to patients through 4 main distribution channels: public pharmacies, namely EOP pharmacies, private pharmacies, and hospitals, either private or public. Pharmaceutical products of the outpatient market are distributed via private pharmacies, while inpatient products through public and private hospitals. High-cost medicines are divided into 2 categories, 1A and 1B. The products of the 1A category are indicated only for hospital use and distributed mainly by public hospitals. Products of the 1B category are only available through EOP pharmacies and can be used at home as well. But how can a pharmaceutical product enter the market? The introduction of a new medicine in the Greek market consists of 4 procedural steps. Granting marketing authorization is the first one. Obtaining price is the second, followed by the reimbursement process, and finally, the inclusion to the e-prescription system. The overall process can last approximately 1 to 1.5 years. However, timelines can vary significantly depending on the legal basis of the product. Let's explore the second step a little bit further, and more particularly the price levels of reimbursed medicine. Which are the key principles of pricing? New medicines can get their price as long as they have already been priced in 3 Eurozone countries. Only orphan medicines can get their price with 2 Eurozone countries. The X-factor price is determined by the average of the 2 different lowest prices in Eurozone countries. It's significant to highlight here that the 2 prices should be different to ensure that no identical prices will be included in the estimation, such as those of Belgium and Luxembourg. For generic products, the X-factor price is set at 65% of the current price of reference products. The pricing process for new reference products takes place on a quarter basis, while for generics, on a monthly. A pricing review takes place on an annual basis. However, vaccines, plasma derivative products, as well as negative list products are not subject to this review. Prices increase is prohibited, while voluntary price reductions are allowed. In addition, price reductions have an upper limit of 7%. Now, let's explore how prices are determined for the key product categories. For on and off patent products, biologics, biosimilars, blood derivatives, orphan medicines, vaccines, fixed dose combinations, and hybrids, price is determined by the general rule, the average of the 2 different lowest prices in Eurozone countries of the exact same formulation, strength, and package. The price of generics is set at 65% of the current price of reference products. However, this is only applicable to generics with reference products that are still available in the Greek market. If this isn't the case and the reference product is not available, then there is need to check out whether there are additional generic products with the same active ingredient available in Greece. If there are, then the price of the new generic will be determined with linkage to marketed generics. If there are no other generics in the market, then the price of the new product is set at 65% of the current average price of the reference product in Eurozone. The rest of the product categories, such as well-established medicines, require more specialized pricing methods and do not follow the already mentioned rules. Please do not hesitate to contact us for information regarding the rest of the categories. There are 4 price levels in Greece: the hospital, ex-factory, wholesale, and retail price. The most important point that we need to remember is that the reference price in Greece is the ex-factory. Based on the ex-factory price, we can safely estimate the rest of the price levels. Now let's see the link among the price levels for the products of the positive list. Starting from the ex-factory price, we can calculate the hospital by deducting 8.74%. In order to calculate the wholesale price, we need to add the gross profit margin of the wholesaler. If the ex-factory price is below €200, we will add 4.9%, and if it's above, 1.5%. Finally, the retail price can be calculated by adding the pharmacy markup and the VAT, 6%, to the wholesale price. Similarly to the previous step, the level of the markup depends on the level of the wholesale price and consists of 18 tiers, as shown in the table. One of the most frequent questions we get asked is, which of the price levels are publicly available? Only the ex-factory, wholesale, and retail levels are publicly available. The hospital price, as well as other information, such as levels of rebates, clawback, and discounts, remain strictly confidential. Prices are available in the official website of the Ministry of Health and can be found in this link. Now let's see the third step of the introduction of a new medicine in the Greek market, the reimbursement. The reimbursement process consists of 4 steps. The first step is the submission of the HTA dossier. Most of the products needs to fulfill a certain criterion in order to proceed with the submission, namely the external criterion. According to this, products should be reimbursed in 5 out of a basket of 11 countries. Some product categories are excluded from this obligation. These are the orphan medicines, thalassemia medicines, vaccines, blood derivatives, fixed-dose combinations, clone medicines, and biosimilars. The following step is the assessment of the HTA dossier by the HTA committee, as regards the clinical benefit, comparative effectiveness, data credibility, and cost effectiveness. Please keep in mind that not all products are subject to the same evaluation process. Generics do not undergo HTA evaluation, while vaccines and biosimilars are evaluated through a fast-track process of 1 month. Then, the negotiation committee will assess the budget impact of the product. However, biosimilars can skip this step as long as their price is lower than that of the originator. Similarly for generics, if their price is lower than 65% of the price of the reference product. Finally, the product will obtain the official reimbursement approval from the Ministry of Health and will be included in the positive list and the prescription system. Based on our experience, the reimbursement process could last over 12 months. The HTA dossier includes various information about the pharmaceutical product and the relevant disease areas. The information included in the dossier mainly comes from the SPC of the product, the European Public Assessment Report, available therapeutic protocols, epidemiological data, current therapeutic pathway, clinical trials and meta-analysis of the pharmaceutical product under evaluation, and finally the budget impact and the cost-effectiveness or cost minimization model. However, identifying accurate local epidemiological data can be challenging given the lack of patient registries in Greece. Overall, the budget impact model is probably one of the most significant parts of the dossier, in particular given the limited resources of the pharmaceutical budget. Now, I would like to briefly walk you through the structure of the pharmaceutical budgets in Greece. There are 2 sub-budgets, the outpatient and the inpatient. For 2021, the outpatient budget was approximately €2 billion, while the inpatient was €615 million, ending in a total amount of €2,616 million. It is imperative to mention here that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, 2 separate budgets have been established, one for heparins and one for vaccines. But what happens if the pharmaceutical expenditure exceeds the budgeted amount? Clawback is a mechanism introduced by the Greek government for the control of public pharmaceutical expenditure. This mechanism ensures that the budgets of social insurance funds and hospitals do not exceed a certain ceiling of pharmaceutical expenses. When they do, the excess amount is automatically requested from the pharmaceutical companies. Clawback is calculated according to the following rule. A percentage of the exceeded amount will be paid by the companies based on their market share, and the rest based on the growth of the company. For the outpatient market, the relevant percentages are 80 and 20%, while for the inpatient market is 90 and 10. In addition to clawback, the Greek government has established a mandatory discount offered to OP pharmacies and hospitals by private providers depending on their revenues. This is known as rebate. This discount can range from 14 to 30% and is estimated on the ex-factory price by using this formula. Don't miss the opportunity to explore in detail the mechanism and impact of rebates and clawback in one of our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Till next time.